Well, what is going on, YouTube? Today we're going to talk about how The Walking Dead Season 7 is the worst Walking Dead season yet. Okay, before anybody gets mad at me or whatever, this season has really irritated me for the most part. I gave it a huge chance for like the first 4 or 5 episodes, and then I really realized what this season was going to be about. It's literally just complete filler. And when I say that, I truly mean it is filler. Everything they're showing through episode 12, because 13's on this weekend. So if you're watching this video a month from now or whatever, I don't know what happens in the future. Maybe the last 4 episodes make the season awesome, but I doubt it. So everything that happens between episode 1 and 12 could have been reduced down to probably 5 episodes, honestly. Because all this stuff of I know you're supposed to have the group all beaten down and everybody's sad and everything like that. So like the episode of Carol and Morgan going to the kingdom and we meet King Ezekiel and stuff, that could have been 25 minutes, and then we could have got on with more of the storyline. And then the whole episode of Dwight and Daryl at the sanctuary, like, okay, that's kind of cool. Not really. We could have had another half episode of that. Service, Negan comes to Alexandria and takes all of Rick's shit. Like, okay, that episode is needed, okay, to establish Negan's dominance over the group. I like that episode. Good episode. Go Getters, okay. That one was Maggie and Sasha. They kill some walkers at the hilltop. Nothing really happens, and that's about it. Yeah, Carl and Enid go out and about. Don't they kiss? Carl is going to go try to be cool with Jesus, but nah, not really. You know, that's how that episode ends. Not really an episode I really cared about. It was kind of a boring one. Swear. I know this one's getting tied back into the latter half of the season with Tara and Oceanside, but it was an okay episode. I don't like standalone episodes. I really don't. I don't like when an episode focuses only on one character. I like seeing everybody. I like seeing the villains, the good guys. I like seeing everybody. And I don't like how The Walking Dead changed that. And like the midway part of season 4 is when they started doing those solo focused episodes on, like, you know, just Daryl or just Rick or just Tara or just whoever. I like seeing everybody. And I know they do that because they don't want to pay Andrew Lincoln or Norman Reedus for screen time in every episode. That's why they do it. I understand that that's why they do it. It's just annoying because as a fan, you want to see all your favorite characters, not just a character. But I guess you got to save money somewhere. Episode 7, Sing Me a Song. That's when Negan made Carl sing him a song after Carl killed like 3 saviors, and nah, nothing really that cool. Negan goes back to Alexandria. Was that the one where Negan kills Spencer too? Don't really care. I mean, it's all stuff to the mid-season finale. Okay, all that stuff in between, you could have fit it within like probably 4 episodes, honestly, and then really could have got the storyline going. Understand, like, the whole group's oppressed and everything like that. Negan's bad, we get it. We need to throw in another group with Oceanside that's going to come back later, like episode 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I don't know, it's just so drawn out, and I like character development. I really do. I'm a fan for it. I love season 2 of The Walking Dead, but the stuff they're doing this season is just complete filler because they don't want to get to All Out War before season 8. Season 7 is literally just a giant buffer between season 6 and 8. And it's really annoying because they don't want to catch up with the comic or whatever. And it's like, okay, people, you're not going to catch up with the comic because All Out War came out in, I think, like 2012, 13. I may be incorrect on the dates, but it's been out for a few years already at this point. And I hate how you're just making a whole season of just little build up to the season 8 that's supposed to be great. Why don't you just make the first half of season 7 of the group oppressed and whatnot, and then you kick off All Out War. All right, you kick it off the second half of season 7, or at least close to it. Because like right now we have Heart Still Beating. That's when Daryl and Jesus escape the sanctuary. Whoop-de-doo, we get a victory. Rocking the road. Okay, our group's finally kind of getting back together. New best friends when we meet the junkyard people with Rick. It was a good episode. I liked that one. Hostile and Calamities was one of the worst Walking Dead episodes I think I've ever watched, with Eugene being at the sanctuary. I could care less about that episode. It was boring. I really just not care. Like, people shit on the Tara standalone episode. I thought that episode was a 10 out of 10 compared to Hostiles and Calamities. I was not a fan of that episode at all. And Say Yes was a a fun, cute episode. You knew going into that nothing bad was going to happen. It was just fun to see Rick and Michonne just slay some zombies and do some things. Like, I like that episode. It was a good episode. I don't mind episodes like that with the main characters. It has a little bit of storyline in it, but also it's a little bit of fun. I know that's mainly what I've been complaining about, but with Rick and Michonne, I'm okay with that. That's fine. I don't mind that. But we have 4 more episodes to go before the finale, and it's just going to be little stuff. It's just going to be little things like this entire season has been. It's just we're going to get just a droplet of cool things before, you know, the season 8. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm just hating on The Walking Dead completely, because I love the show. It's my favorite show. I love the comic, and I'm a fan no matter what. I really am. But it's just things that it just is irritating. I just don't get why they can't just jump into it already, because I know these last 4 episodes are just going to be like little things, little droplets, little like teasers to what's to come. At best, I bet you the season finale is going to be either Rosita or Sasha dying and still no war or no battles or anything really important. Because honestly, I think everybody wants Rosita to die at this point, right? And we all think Sasha's going to die because she's on the new Star Trek show. So all the stuff's not really that crazy to me. It's just all going to be little things. I think like this Bury Me Here for episode 13, it's just going to be Ezekiel having to deal with the saviors, and stuff's going to go awry. Someone may die, and it's just going to push Ezekiel more to join Rick and fight the saviors. Whoop-de-doo. We all know that was going to happen anyways. You could have done that 3 episodes ago. Speed up the process a little bit, people. The other side, I think the guy who plays Trevor in Grand Theft Auto 5, I forget his name in the show, but he's going to show up at the hilltop because they're not going to pay Jeffrey Dean Morgan a random episode like that. I doubt Negan's going to show up at the hilltop. So Trevor from Grand Theft Auto is going to show up, and it's going to be like, oh my god, Daryl's got to hide, Maggie's got to hide, and it's going to be the whole episode of just people hiding and like trying to get away from the saviors, and that's going to be another waste of an episode that doesn't really matter. If they're going to do that, they can make it cool. Then fight the saviors, okay? So people show up at hilltop, Daryl and everybody else, let's open up fire, let's kill some people, okay? Get something going forward, make it interesting, where they're not. They're going to be playing a glorified game of hide and seek. That's what they're going to be doing in episode 14. I guarantee it. Episode 15, something they need. That's going to be Rick and the group going to Oceanside. Whoop-de-doo. Terry's going to feel bad about it. Oceanside is going to push back, but then overall they're probably going to join Rick, give him the guns. People, it's easy. It's just annoying. Like, all the stuff could have been written in like 5 to 8 episodes, like I said. This is a whole season, 16 episodes worth, probably 18 with all the extended episodes and stuff. So it's just annoying to me as a fan, because I know they're trying to push back this awesome season 8, episode 100, all-out war idea, where you could have had a oppressed first half of season 7. I'll even give them the whole first half, all 8 episodes, to the second half of season 7 being awesome, action-packed, rearing up, actually have some real battles to all out war. Because you could have, this is not even like really March to War yet, because there's no war even declared. Like a March to War could have been like actually a few battles and then all out war like in the beginning of season 8. But no, we're not going to have that. We're going to have like literally the first battle in season 8, because I see episode 16 going like this. This is when Negan shows up to Alexandria, and it's going to fall a lot like the comic. Spoiler alert, it's going to have like the Holly death for either Rosita or Sasha, and then they're going to throw her zombie body into Alexandria. Someone's going to die or get bit, and then it's probably going to go black from there. They're probably not going to fight, honestly. I don't see him fighting. I don't see him fighting in the finale. It's probably going to end like that. It's going to have like Rosita dying or Sasha dying, and then it would probably go to black or something like that. I don't know. I see them not doing anything really that crazy in the finale. I hope they do. I hope it's action-packed, fun. I hope it has me on the edge of my seat like the season 6 finale. Season 6 was one of the best finales. I loved it. I had goosebumps. I was scared. It was a great episode. Episode 16 of season 7 probably is not going to be like that. This whole season, I've been griping about all this for a while now. Just the whole development and stuff like that. I hope episode 16 does some cool stuff. I hope there's a real battle. I hope they kill one of the characters off, and I hope they actually go to war at least a little bit, and not just they cut it off another cliffhanger. I would be so irritated if they do that. I hope we see at least the start of the war, of all out war, in episode 16. But I don't know if we're going to see that or not. It's been irritating me. I've been rambling on for like 10 minutes or so now. So all that stuff's been irritating me. I think they could have cut all the boring stuff in half, and then we could have been ramping up for war at like the mid-season point, or maybe a little bit before that, and it's just been a lot more interesting, a little bit more action, a little bit more battles. It just, all this development, bringing things in, and it's just, I don't know, it's a real drawn out season. It's definitely probably one of my least favorite seasons, coming off probably my favorite season. It's a real high to low scenario for me. Like season 6, after like the first 2 episodes, was probably my favorite season of all time for The Walking Dead, and then season 7 is just kind of just like dropped the ball for me in a lot of ways that I've explained. And also, the CGI of season 7 has been complete shit. It's been so terrible. There's been so many instances of just terrible computer generated images, like that deer in episode 12 that Rick was going to shoot when he was standing on top of the Ferris wheel. That deer looked so terrible. And then the green screen in episode, what was it? Episode 10, that green screen of Rick looked terrible also. Like, I understand you want to show like some depth behind him and stuff, because that's, you know, obviously not real. Then don't show it if you're just going to show a cheap green screen behind him. It didn't look good. I didn't like it. Right when they showed it, I cringed. I was like, no. I'm very detail oriented, and that type of stuff just drives me insane. Now the deer and the green screen I could overlook, but in episode 9, when Rick and the group are leaving the hilltop, look behind them in the door. It's paper. There is paper in the door, okay? On set where they filmed it, they put a paper in the door to try to show depth inside the hilltop house, okay? How cheap can you get? That is terrible. It looks so bad to me. I saw no one else really complaining about this, but go back to episode 9 when Rick and the group are leaving the hilltop, when everybody's like, oh, we'll fight for you, Rick, and they show the whole group looking back at the house. They have 3 hiccups that I can count, and I know I'm griping on 3 things. I know I am, but The Walking Dead doesn't do shit like that, and that's what really irritates me. It's like this whole season's been just kind of just drawn out and different from what other seasons have been like, and then just the CGI has been so terrible, and some continuity has been bad. I can't get over it. Like this, the deer, the green screen, the paper backdrop at the hilltop. It's driving me crazy. It literally is driving me crazy. And I think their budget has gone to that damn tiger so much that they can't do decent stuff with like the green screen or anything like that. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Shiva's really cool. The tiger's really cool. I loved it in the comic book. I think it's badass. But if that damn CGI tiger is going to take away from your budget that much, just where you can't do a CGI deer correctly, or not do a paper backdrop or a green screen correctly, get rid of the tiger. Get rid of it now. I hope you kill it in the next episode. I really do. Because if you can't do the little things right, I'd rather you not do the giant thing, okay? Because I just don't care then. Because, I mean, the tiger is cool, don't get me wrong. I think tiger looks good. But if you can't get a deer that looks right, or the green screen look right, and with the paper backdrop, that just really irritates me. And what irritates me more is The Walking Dead has never done something like that before. It's not like in season 1 they did that, and it's kind of just always has happened. I can kind of look over it. But no, the first 6 seasons to me, practically flawless. And then all of a sudden in season 7, we start dropping the ball. Like, come on, people. That's weird. The whole continuity thing that I said a little bit ago, episode 12, Say Yes, when Michonne hops in the trunk of that car that's rolling away when Rick couldn't stop it, okay? How does Michonne get into the car where she can jump out of the sunroof with Rick, okay? That irritated the hell out of me. Me and my mom were like, what the hell? There's no way you can kick down the back seat and just jump out of the sunroof with Rick, okay? I had to look up that car, which is the Crown Victoria, and like the relatively same year as that car. The back seats can fold down. I didn't realize that. I don't think a lot of people do. I had to look that up on my own time and look at pictures, and a lot of the Crown Vic cars, the back seats can get folded in from the trunk to the cab. So Michonne could have went from the trunk to the cab, and you could have solved this mystery easily by just showing Michonne, like, push her hand through the back seat, kick her foot through, and just show it just a split second. That way I'm not like, hey, how the hell did she get from the trunk to the cab of the car? Because I was really curious about that. But I had to go on my way, look it up. Just shit like that. Continuity, bad CGI. Season 7 has just overall just kind of dropped the ball for me. Like I said before, I like Negan. I like the first few episodes. I was really given it some time for character development, everything like that. But it's just, I don't know. It's just got a weird feel to it. Not my favorite season by any means. And I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer this entire thing. I know I have. Love The Walking Dead still. It's still my favorite show. I'm going to watch it until it gets off air. I'm really hoping these last 4 episodes really pick the whole story back up. Make it great. Have some great feelings going into season 8. Because right now I'm just kind of like, meh. Like, I know episode 13 is going to be going back to the kingdom and nothing's really going to happen. And it's just blah. It's just blah. I want shit to get rolling. And I'm just really getting kind of irritated waiting for all that stuff to get going. So hopefully the next 4 episodes pick it up, go into season 8. And that is my rant of The Walking Dead season 7. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section below. Is this the worst season yet? Because I definitely think so. And that's saying a lot. I'm calling it the worst season already, and I'm hoping the last 4 episodes can salvage it, but I'm going out on a limb right now saying it's the worst yet. And nothing against the actors or anything like that. I think it's just more the writing. They're pushing everything back, which is irritating me. Continuity has not been great in a few instances, and I know I just brought up the Michonne point, but there's been a few other things I don't feel like talking about, such as the show toning down its violence, which has irritated the hell out of me. You can tell that they're going out of their way to tone down the violence. They may deny it all they want, but you can tell. Stuff that they show in season 6 and previous seasons, they stopped showing in season 7. But I'm saving that for a whole other video. Hopefully they fix it. Nothing against the actors. All that stuff's been great. I think the acting has been cool. It's been good. But it's just the overall story arc and development has been lacking for me this year. Don't forget to subscribe. Drop a like on this video if you did enjoy. Like I said, tell me what your least favorite season is, or is this your least favorite season? This one definitely is so far. Hopefully it saves itself, like I said. I know this is a long video no matter how much I edit it. Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully The Walking Dead salvages itself here in the last 4 episodes of season 7, because it's been a clunker so far.